And so that's the way he trained me. And at that time I did not know. And I had a wife who stuck with me throughout. When she was considering marriage to me, she prayed and said, Lord, I can't preach. She had heard me preaching so powerfully, even when I was 24 years old. And she said, I can't preach like him. And the Lord told her very clearly, you don't have to preach, ever. He is my servant, you just take care of him. And that's what she's done all these years. And I'm very thankful that she's never once asked me to buy anything. When we had money, we bought. When we didn't have money, we never bought. Never did we get into debt in our entire life, not even 1 rupee did we have to borrow. We were in great need many times, but we'd say, okay, we live with what little we have. And when we had children, we lived with what little we had. And we're very thankful for that. So I say to young people, if you want a happy married life, make sure you go by spiritual values. That's most important. And other things are also important, but not as important as spiritual. If you love Jesus, everything will be all right. And the other thing I wanted to see when I was considering marriage was, there are so many types of Christians. Whereas God had shown me 4 or 5 years before I got married that the way of the cross was the way God wanted me to walk all my life. That was in 1963, 5 years before I got married. So I wanted to know if this girl also was interested in the way of the cross. So I asked her what type of books she read, and I found the same type of books I read about being crucified with Christ and taking up the cross, and missionary biographies that challenged me and challenged her. So what I'm saying is, 50 years of married life, it's because we had a good foundation. We started out with similar values, not seeking comfort or earthly gain, but God's provided us. I mean, you look at us today, we are almost living like kings. But I can tell you honestly, I never sought one of those things. Not one single thing. Even when